Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. Forged immunization cards are said to be on the rise in Trinidad and Tobago. This story takes center stage in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Monday, 2nd August 2021. Details when we return.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. 2 people are being investigated over allegations of forged vaccination cards. It was confirmed on Wednesday by Health Minister Terence Dialsing, who warns of the hefty penalties for such an act in Trinidad and Tobago. Urvashitawari Rupnarayan of TV6 News reports.
Health Minister Terence Dialsing addresses claims of the existence of forged immunization cards.
I can tell you that some files are actually on the way to the police. We are taking this so seriously. They are actually on the way to the police based on whistleblower information.
1 day prior, several civil organizations led by Umar Abdullah of the Islamic Front held a walking demonstration through the city calling on authorities to end any form of vaccine discrimination. Countries across the world have listed immunization by approved vaccines as a prerequisite for entry. Additionally, some employers in TNT have been asking that employees be vaccinated. They are offered preferential terms, while others have engaged in relocating unvaccinated staff to other arms of their businesses. The minister went into no further detail nor offered what the motivation may have been for the suspected forgery, except to say.
So a couple files brought forward with information from a very concerned whistleblower are actually on the way to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for their action. And if proved to be valid, those persons will go before the courts and be imprisoned for 7 years. We are taking this seriously.
Since rumors surfaced, efforts were made to better manage vaccination cards.
What we did when we got wind of that, we immediately revisited the way we distribute vaccination cards. So basically what we have been doing over the past week or 2 is administering vaccination cards on a morning to all sites in tandem with the number of vaccines. So if a site is getting, let's say, 100 vaccines a day, you get 100 cards per day. So that is one mitigation strategy.
Minister Dialsing reminds the public it is an offense to tamper with documents relating to vaccination and the registration of births and deaths.
Any person who, with intent to defraud or deceive, forges any document whatsoever, having thereupon or affixed thereto the stamp or impression of the public seal of Trinidad and Tobago or the seal of the President, is liable to imprisonment for life. Section 5(3). Any person who, with intent to defraud or deceive, commits forgery of any of the following documents is liable to imprisonment for 7 years.
Urvashi Tawari Rupnarayan, TV6 News.
Hearing of appeals into the dismissal of APNU-AFC's election petition 99 has been adjourned to October 26, 2021. HGP's Wendell Badri has the details.
Senior Counsel and Shadow Minister of Legal Affairs in the National Assembly, Royce Ford, has confirmed that appeals surrounding the dismissal of APNU AFC's Election Petition 99 was entertained on Thursday before the Chancellor of the Judiciary, the Honourable Yonnet Cummings Edwards, Justices Barnes and Passad of the Court of Appeal, and that the matter has been adjourned to October 26, 2021. The hearing on Thursday follows the dismissal of both of the parties' petitions, 88 and 99, by the Chief Justice, the Honourable Madam Roxanne George, who dismissed Petition 99 sometime in January, and Petition 88 in April. Petition 99 was dismissed on the grounds of impropriety, as the Chief Justice ruled that an error in the date of service on the second named respondent to that petition, David Granger, was served beyond the time allotted by the court. Ford, in response to that decision by the Chief Justice in January, expressed the view that the Honourable Chief Judge made a serious blunder in her ruling.
I must say, firstly, that the decision of the Chief Justice in relation to petition number 99 will certainly be appealed because we are of the opinion that the decision is incorrect.
Petition 99 alleges that there was serious and gross misconduct at the 2020 polls, inclusive of missing statutory documents, voter impersonation, persons voting on behalf of those deceased, and persons who were not eligible to vote being able to do so, among a host of other allegations. Petition 88, on the other hand, alleged that Order 60 of 2020, which was signed by the former President, David Granger, and opposition leader Barrett Jagdeo, and which gave life to the National Recount Exercise, was drafted in bad faith, as it is contradictory to Section 22 of the Constitution of Guyana, and that GCOM was not the authorized body to draft such an order, based on the separation of powers doctrine. Petition 88 was also dismissed by the Chief Justice, as she noted that the Constitution allows for GCOM to do all within its powers to remove any difficulty which may arise during the course of an election. A date has not yet been fixed for the appeal and hearing of Petition 88. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badry.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick.
St. Lucia's former Prime Minister Alan Chastany on July 27 conceded defeat at the polls. After the votes were counted on July 26, the Chastany-led United Workers' Party administration lost 9 out of its previously held 11-seat majority. In a July 27th Facebook post, Mr. Chastany characterized the Labour Party's landslide victory as a shock. The UWP political leader and outgoing Prime Minister says the party will take time to heal and regroup in the wake of the election defeat. Rihani Isidore of NBC reports.
Peddling more disproven rhetoric hours before polls opened on July 26, Mr. Alan Chastany delivered what was likely his final televised address as St. Lucia's Prime Minister.
I told you 5 short years ago when we came into office that building St. Lucia from the destruction we found would not happen overnight. I told you that to build our new St. Lucia would take at least 10 years.
Hours after the ballots were counted on July 27th, the United Workers' Party political leader handed in his concession speech in a Facebook post. Mr. Chastany thanked the UWP and its supporters after St. Lucia's Electoral Commission declared 13 out of the island's 17 constituencies for Labour Party candidates. And in the case of Stephenson King and Richard Frederick, both former ministerial colleagues in a previous UWP administration, lightning did strike twice. King and Frederick mounted historic independent runs, which deprived the UWP of 2 more seats. By 11 o'clock on election night, Mr. Chastany's UWP was on track to lose 9 of the 11 seats the party previously secured in the 2016 polls, a far cry from ambitious election predictions espoused by UWP juggernaut Guy Joseph, who himself became an unlikely casualty of the Labour Party's landslide win.
The first Labour Party seat we are going to win this time around is Castro South.
Okay. You and I are on the same path, my friend.
I am telling you, as a boundary constituency, the number of people who have come to me and said that, look here, this time, Castro South is coming home.
That is for sure.
To the United Workers
That is
Party.
for sure.
And from all indications, there are surprises in politics. The surprise would be if we don't win that seat.
I believe
the
that.
surprise is not if we win it. The surprise is if we don't win
I agree.
it.
Mr. Chasney's final attempt to entice voters with the UWP's 5-for-5 re-election scheme was rejected on July 26.
Our vision in United Workers' Party is not just to tell you that we care about you, not to tell you that we love you, not just empty words, but action. Because action speaks louder than words.
The actions of well over 43,000 voters opted for change. Change that came as a shock to UWP supporters, according to Mr. Chasney in his July 27th concession statement. Following their defeat, the outgoing Prime Minister explained the UWP will now take time to heal and regroup. Only Mr. Chasney, who survived his re-election bid in Micoud South, and Bradley Felix, who also fended off Labour Party challenges for the Choiseul seat, will return to the lower house in the new Parliament session as opposition MPs. Rihani Isidore, NBC Prime.
Winning SLP candidate for Micoud North, Jeremiah Norbert, has expressed gratitude to Lady Compton Janice for her support during his election campaign. He believes this was largely responsible for his victory. Here is Don Nicholas.
Jeremiah Norbert, who won the Micoud North seat for the SLP, created history. Never before has this seat been captured by the St. Lucia Labour Party since the late Sir John Compton founded the party in 1964. However, in recent times, the UWP administration has been accused of deviating from the principles upon which the UWP was formed. Stevenson King, who ended his 40-year tenure with the party just days before the election, alluded to that as one of the main reasons for his separation. In 2011, Sir John's daughter, Jeanine Compton Antoine, cited similar concerns when she decided to contest the Micoud North seat as an independent candidate after serving as the UWP MP from 2007. Norbert expressed gratitude to the wife of the late Sir John Compton and mother of Jeanine Compton Antoine, Lady Janice Compton, who he believes played a pivotal role in his success.
Let me first thank Lady Janice for this endorsement. And I must say that it had quite a bit of influence. And I thank her for recognizing that this is not the UWP, the traditional UWP, where her husband was at the head. And UWP has moved away from what it used to be. And we can see that. I mean, and I was happy to hear her say that if Compton was alive, you'd have been proud of me. I mean, I take a lot from that. And I'm happy. I think that this means that I'm heading in the right direction, and I will continue along this direction. But this endorsement did work for me. There are a lot of people who still believe, I mean, especially the senior people who still believe in the Compton philosophy, and for her to come and denounce that this is not Compton altogether, it worked well for me.
Norbert promised those who voted him in that he will not disappoint them.
I'll continue to work with them and for them. So once again, just thank you to the people of Micoud. As I said, the philosophy of our campaign has been Micoud c'est ça nous. Micoud does not belong to any particular individual, but to the entire populace of Micoud.
To those who did not support him at the polls, Mr. Norbert says they should not be worried, as he promised to do all in his power to assist them as well. For the DBS News World, I'm Don Nicholas.
Did you know that your friends and family can now shop at the Food Fair from anywhere in the world, and you can receive here in Grenada? The Food Fair and GrenadaMarket.com now make it possible through secure online shopping and personalized customer service. Simply send your loved ones a list of your preferred items or let them fill an online basket, and the items will be available for pickup or delivery. Visit GrenadaMarket.com or thefoodfair.gd today for more details. The new norm. Spread the news.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.